You are killing his or her enthusiasm. उसका जो उत्साह होता है, that you are finishing, that you are killing. Long ago, I read the article. हम बोलते हैं कि आजकल के लड़के खराब हो गए हैं. They have been spoiled. Please remember, parents play very important role spoiling their children. For example, suppose my son, he wants to become painter because he has got painting qualities. Your son is becoming like to become very good carpenter. Somebody wants to become very good singer. Suppose your daughter wants to become very good dancer. Why we say again and again that you must become engineer, you must become doctor. Suppose this country only doctor requires, only engineers require. More than 4-5 lakhs engineers are unemployed. They don't have job. And they are unemployable. They are having only degrees. They can't do even 1% job on the when the building is constructed. The first point is when you are killing the spirit of your child and saying tum nikamma hai, tum nikammi, it's very bad. That we should encourage such a way that they would not study. You must be able to balance its qualities, its performance, and how he would or she would further improve her or his performance. Second point is that what kind of encouragement you are giving. We are not able to make friendship along with your children. We want that children should be subordinate to us. We are boss of the family, man, and his wife, his children, their children, not his children. Sometimes people say, I have got a son. I mean, Balchandra Bhungekar got a son. Balchandra Bhungekar didn't got a son. I did not deliver. My wife got son. Because of her, I became father. But men forget this. That is why when you remember the name, Sushil Balchandra Bhungekar. Now, Sushil Balchandra Lina Bhungekar. Now, the point is, man is absolutely ungrateful to their wife because he bothers only about his own prestige, his own reputation, his own honor. That's why the same case happens with the children. Now, when we are motivating the children, we also must give confidence to children. हमारे बच्चे बच्चियों को एक विश्वास देने की बात होती है आणि that विश्वास you can give only through friendship. प्राप्तेषु षोडशे वर्षे पुत्रमपि मित्रं भवेत्. When son or daughter becomes the age of 16, you must treat him or her, son or daughter, as your friend. We Indians are not. My grandchildren, they are now twins. They are 6. They will be completing 6 years in July. Now they are telling me you don't know English. They are going to English medium school. They say you speak correct English because the way they pronounce, now their school background etc. is different. We immediately feel offended. That's why encouragement, persuasion, friendship. Next is what is good and bad. When you are motivating your children or when professor is going to the class, what professor does, for example, economics, my topic was economics. First sentence professor of economics will say, economics is बहुत कठिन subject है. Now economics some extent difficult. When teacher says first sentence that economics is difficult, he makes it more difficult for the children. मैथमेटिक्स फॉर एग्जाम्पल बहुत डिफिकल्ट सब्जेक्ट है. नो सब्जेक्ट itself is difficult. Then mathematician would not have taken place. So when teacher's job is economics is a simple subject, but it requires your attention, it requires your study, it requires your labor, it requires your regularity, it requires your punctuality. You must be regular in your classes. You must discuss with your friends. You must ask your teacher about the difficulties. This kind of training, if parents don't give, nowadays what happens? Most of the educated parents, both of them they are working. That's why they are out of the home. School children they are in the schools. Most of the teachers don't pay serious personal attention to active life state. Thereafter height doesn't increase. These are simple biological factors. Now this is one set of motivation. Now second set of motivation is the determination. You must decide, children or the young generation, his father was uh, interested, he encouraged him, you must. Then Baba Sahib determination was, I will capture every field of knowledge, economics, sociology, political science, religion, philosophy, aesthetics, then anthropology, Marathi, French. He studied French. He was playing violin, very fine violin. If Ambedkar would not have become politician, he would have become a philosopher. He would have become outstanding teacher. He would have become outstanding lawyer. He was barrister. So since childhood, he did not get first class or second class for BA. He got ordinary class. Then he got fellowship for Sayajirao Gaikwad Maharaj from Baroda. He went to Columbia University. Columbia University का history 450 years है. 450 बरस Columbia University की history है. When I first went to in 2000 December after becoming vice chancellor, so I first visited Columbia University. Columbia University is having one half statue, not of any Indian, not of any American. There is half statue in the Columbia's Law University library only of Dr. Balachandr. Further, Vice Chancellor told me, can you imagine, आप कल्पना कर सकते हैं, during last 450 years, Bhimrao Ramji Ambedkar was the most brilliant student of Columbia University. There is no more brilliant student of Ambedkar. Born as untouchable, not getting accommodation in Hindu colony. Peons were throwing files from above Baroda में, फाइल ऊपर से फेंकते थे. When he was professor, he was separate drinking water pot. एक मटका पानी का उनके लिए अलग रखा था. प्रैक्टिस लोग उनके पास जाते नहीं थे because he was untouchable. Very miserable life. But what was the determination? Untouchable, जिसको स्पर्श भी नहीं करते थे. Outcast, out of the village, out of the society. That untouchable has written the Constitution of India. That was Ambedkar's determination. Constitution of India. आज जो भारत का संविधान हम बोलते हैं, we the people of India वगैरह वगैरह, and he was not in the Congress party. Congress party invited him. So when you talk of motivation, you must have determination. मुझे ये करना है और मैं ये करूँगा. I joined Reserve Bank at the age of 19. 19 बरस जब मुझे हुए, my father was very poor. At the age of 19, I did not go to college because the bonding conditions nahi the. At the age of 19 till MA, in the first year I got married, fortunately, because she helped me a lot in my future life. And then entire study up to MA, I did by serving in the Reserve Bank of India. But the day I joined Reserve Bank of India, 29th March 1965, that day I had determined that one day I would resign from Reserve Bank of India. And in 1974, I resigned from Reserve Bank of India after 9 years of service. 2000 rupees salary I was getting every month in Reserve Bank of India as officer. I came to college, became lecturer for 650 rupees. From 2000 to 650, that is 1300 less salary in 1974. Can you imagine? बट सपोज फॉर एग्जाम्पल मैं रिजर्व बैंक का इस्तीफा नहीं लेता, बैंक में कंटिन्यू होता तो क्या होता था? ऑफिसर, जनरल मैनेजर, मैक्सिमम डेप्यूटी गवर्नर ऑफ रिजर्व बैंक ऑफ इंडिया. Okay, retire, nobody would ever know. But I did not do that. I did not do that. I resigned from the Reserve Bank of India, and that is why Mungegar today is here. This is what the representation. After marriage, हमारे खुद की कमरा नहीं था. We changed 7 rooms at tenants. After 6 months, 1 room. After another 6 months, another room. My wife was taking our belongings, cupboard, this and that, utensils. I was taking my books. But I think that was the correct decision. People abused me. People said, you don't know economics. Such a good job, Reserve Bank of India, stable job, good salary, prospect. I say, I did not fit myself to Reserve Bank of India job. मैं 10:30 से 7:30 बजे तक, 6:30 बजे तक क्लरिकल जॉब, डेप्यूटी गवर्नर कोई भी हो, I cannot do that. And I think that was the best possible decision I have taken in my life. Of course, I must mention that my wife gave me the consent because when our marriage, it was love cum proposed marriage. Okay, I did not disclose all things to you because press wale also here, they are here, so they did not mention this. Before the marriage, I had told her, Madam, after I become the MA, I am going to resign from Reserve Bank of India job. Now in those days it was so prestigious job, and she had to suffer a lot. And had she not given permission to resign, I cannot resign because I cannot take decision of our life. My life is her life, and her life is my life. It is combined life. It is life of friendship. It is life of equals. Yes, I cannot take decision myself. And fortunately, she said, at that point itself, because I don't want to disappoint her, to determination. I was just mentioning to Dr. Ambedkar. After determination, you take out your car for me. But the moment you sit in the car, you must know where to go. Otherwise, you will wander entire Vega when you come to home after 5 days. ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए ना. तो किधर जाना है, that is called destination. हमें यहाँ जाना है. Columbus wanted to go in search of South Pole. He did not. He found America. But had he not decided South Pole, America would not have discovered. So first point is determination. Sorry. Second point, मैं अभी भारत का प्रेसिडेंट होना चाहता हूँ, प्राइम मिनिस्टर होना चाहता हूँ, वगैरह. That determination is of no use. For determination, you must be able to put your efforts. आपको उसके वो हासिल करने के लिए आपको आवश्यक है, उसके बराबर के होने के लिए आपको प्रयत्न करने की भी आवश्यकता है. Forget about destination, driving. When you are driving car, today Sudarshan brought car from Goa within 2.5 hours. No, don't believe 3 hours. The Kokatisa Bagin again saying, Shanta, what again? Because immediately, when I went to Bhubaneswar, I was minister in the planning commission, and I would want to be more tribal area. There was police escort, and I was going in the car. My security was there. Few cows came in the way, and then security car immediately gave the brake, and my car dashed on that car. There was slight zakham हुई थी. All roads were closed for 10 minutes. And then I was taken to civil hospital. Hospital patient treatment was stopped. Because what happens is, when minister goes to any place, central minister, till he or she returns to Delhi, the entire responsibility of the security and protection is of the state government. I said, what are you doing? Nothing happened. एक bandage लगाया इधर. You are closing the treatment for the people, and the movement stopped. This action, and they started immediately. 6:30 I came back, and Naveen Patnaik, Chief Minister of Odisha, was there waiting for me to see what happened to me. I said, sir, nothing happened. I was talking to you about driving. So driving and perfect driving. Nowadays what happens? You may drive safely, but the car behind you can push you and you are nowhere. Or you can push the other car, you are nowhere, other person also is nowhere. This happened only 1 month ago with my relative, my close neighbor, he was 41 years old. तो डिटर्मिनेशन के साथ यू मस्ट पुट एफर्ट्स की sacrifice, concentration. Can you imagine when I see what amount of efforts he must have made? I don't think there is any greater model of motivation than Dr. Balachandr. 18 hours a day he was sitting in the library. He did not have money. One small cup of milk and one small piece of fish for the entire day. I had seen that library, London School of Economics. London School of Economics ऐसा ही है. When you enter London School of Economics, there is half bust of Dr. Balachandr. अपने जो के.आर. नारायणन थे प्रेसिडेंट ऑफ इंडिया, उनका रिकमेंडेशन बाबा साहब अम्बेडकर ने किया था लंदन स्कूल ऑफ इकोनॉमिक्स में. तो you must have tremendous efforts. Without efforts, you can't do anything. Now, right kind of efforts, not only efforts, right kind of efforts you must be able to carry on. Now, suppose for example, you want to become professor. Means you are going and teaching the students. Now, teacher should not teach anything in the class which he or she does not know. Teacher को जब कुछ मालूम नहीं है, तो वो should not go to the class and teach, because one doctor can kill one patient with bad treatment. Teacher can destroy one generation. Now again, please माफ कीजिए. When I became teacher on 1st July 1974, I immediately started practice. How was my pronunciation? Whether I speak simple English, whether students can understand, whether my voice is reaching all the students. I was standing before the mirror. How do I stand? Suppose for example I go to the class and I stand like this. You can't stand like this in the class as if you are having, sir, तलवार जैसा आपके हाथ में, अभी महाराष्ट्र बेलगाव तलवार हाथ में लेके रहते हैं ना, every year people are across the country. They don't have fountain pen, they have more talwars and more swords nowadays across the country. यूपी बिहार में तो जैसे दारू निकालते हैं उसी तरह उनका फैक्ट्री है बंदूक निकालने का. तो व्हाट आई मीन, serious efforts must require. Going to the class and there are 150 students, suppose. Now within a fraction of second, this is motivation for teacher. Within a fraction of second, you must look into the eyes of each and every student sitting in the class. Because that is how you are establishing the communication. So continuously for 45 minutes doing this in this direction, these people definitely will lose interest because they will feel that as if we are not existing. These things are extremely important to balance. Happy married life means what? Those who say we are happy married life, you understand that they are not happy. When they have to say we are happy, it means that they are not that much happy. Because if you are really happy, then you did not say we are happy, we are happy. Automatically people understand. Once I had gone, over family we had gone to the other. One beautiful couple got out of the car. He was carrying the child. And then immediately said, हस्बैंड क्या बोला, मैं तुम्हें घर जाकर दिखाऊंगा. It means 100% that he must have slept after going home. Whole night I could not sleep because I was having that complete picture. After going home, publicly said, मैं घर जाके दिखाऊंगा. Husband has right to beat the wife. Suppose wife exercises that right and beat the husband, then what will happen? And then publicly I said in the parliament, if husbands consider that when wives are wrong and they cannot control and they beat wife, then women also cannot control and they also meet sometimes at least once and left their husband. People were clapping. I said that clapping means you are not doing this thing. Because what happens is that right type of behavior, the balancing, you must know what you are saying where. He could have told her, घर जाने के बाद we shall discuss. Dispute anywhere are there, but there is method of settling the dispute. That's why first is determination, second is the efforts, third is right kind of efforts, then fourth, when you are trying to do a particular thing, undertake a particular profession, you must be willing to sacrifice for your choice. Suppose, for example, if you want to become professor of mathematics, you can't become simultaneously professor of philosophy or professor of history. Or you want to become or in chemical engineering, you can't become civil engineer. It's sacrifice. This or that. That's why you must be able to sacrifice your own choice. After making a choice, after few years, if you feel that my choice was wrong, then throughout the life आपको पश्चाताप करना होगा. That's why while sacrificing, why you had to sacrifice, that also one has to understand. Now sacrifice not only in terms of the professions, but sacrifice in terms of material life. बाबा साहब अम्बेडकर, सपोज उनको सिर्फ संपत्ति कमानी होती थी, हाउ मच वुड हैव अर्न? Hundreds and thousands of crores he would have earned. But then he would have Dr. Bhimrao Ramji Ambedkar. He would not have been Baba Saheb Ambedkar. So Bhimrao Ramji Ambedkar and Bharat Ratna Dr. Baba Saheb Ambedkar, the father of the Indian Constitution, the architect of the Indian Constitution, he could not have become. That's why when you want to do something, then you have to undergo the sacrifice. That sacrifice is mental pleasure, that sacrifice is financial, that sacrifice in your material life. I am very sorry once again. I am having a car when I purchased in 2011. 11 years of car go away. It can stop on the road at any point of time. So people ask me,